So, as most of you guys probably already know, Dream has a younger 15-year-old sister known as Drista. Now, Drista has made quite a number of appearances, whether it be in Dream's Twitch streams or her being in other people's videos while playing on Dream's account. I mean, she even actually was in some drama with tommyinnit before. It was all in good fun, but basically, Drista was telling Tommy's Twitch chat to get the hashtag tommyinnit is cancelled trending on Twitter. But tommyinnit, after hearing this, tried to get the hashtag Drista is not pog trending on Twitter instead. But like I said, that drama was all in good fun. They were just doing that to mess with each other. It was like a friendly drama thing. But recently, Drista has been caught up in some drama that isn't really friendly. And a matter of fact, it is disgusting. And just so you guys know, this drama isn't anything against Drista. Drista isn't getting canceled or anything like that. This is more of something where people are doing something to Drista that needs to be stopped ASAP. Hello people, Keyboy here, and welcome back to another episode of Internet is Terrible. Yeah, that's right. For once, we have some drama that isn't only breathing on Twitter. It has some life on some other websites on the internet. Websites that nobody should really be visiting, actually. We'll get into all the details in just a second, but first, I'd really appreciate it if you can quickly like the video and subscribe. We're aiming for 250,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are weeks away from the end of the year. So if you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed. Thank you. And yeah, anyways, some of you guys may unfortunately already be aware of what Rule 34 is. If you aren't, then sadly, you're gonna have to find out right now to understand what is going on. Rule 34 is that if there is something existing on the internet, then there are going to be images made for it. By images, I mean bad images. Let me just say first off, I completely disagree with this rule. There are so many things that shouldn't have images like this made of them, especially actual people who are not comfortable with getting images made of them, or actual people who are too young to have these images made of them. Like, having this image drawn of a minor is just absolutely vile. And we'll talk about this more later on in the video, but basically there's a website where people upload their images that they drew according to this Rule 34. And let me just say, a lot of these people who are uploading the images are just absolutely sick in the head. I'm not saying at all that every single person who uploads these images are terrible people, but there are a good bit of people who are terrible who upload these images, especially whenever they're making images of people who are so young. Now, you guys might already see where this is going, but basically, there's people out there who are drawing these images of Drista along with a bunch of other Dream SMP members. Now, first off, Drista is only 15 years old. So anybody who's drawing an image with Drista in it of old people is absolutely sick in the head. But the majority of the Dream SMP is made up of people who are under the age of 18. Drista isn't the only person who's getting this stuff drawn of her. Now, the way I found all of this out is because I saw a few tweets where people were talking about this, and I advise everybody not to look this up. Please do not go and try to see the images for yourself. I myself have not even seen the images. I'm just basing this off of what people are saying on Twitter. But regardless, these images just simply shouldn't exist in the first place, and nobody should look at them. So please do not go looking at these images. Anyways, the first tweet that I saw is this one right here. It says, "We need to cancel Rule 34. If you do not know what that is, Rule 34 is basically just fan art with anything. People are making Rule 34 with Tubbo, who is 17, Tommy 17, ranboo 17, Drista 14, and Lani, who is 13, and many more people. They are minors. This is not okay. We might not be able to cancel a website, but we can try. People make these and upload them to the site. We need to find a way to get rid of this website. Please retweet this and share in any way. Hashtag cancel Rule 34. So as we see here, this person is saying that there is Rule 34 out there of 3 17-year-olds from the Dream SMP, Tubbo, Tommy, and Ranboo, along with Drista, who at the time of them tweeting this was 14, and another person named Lani, who I personally never heard of, but they, at the time of tweeting, they were 13 years old. Like, this is literally the most disgusting thing I've heard in a long time. People like this literally have no respect for anyone with a following on the internet. Why would you even want to draw images like this in the first place, specifically of people in the Dream SMP, of literal kids, children? Like, I would think that this would be completely illegal to do, but for some reason, they're literally just allowed to do this. You know, I don't care if it's the characters that they're playing in the Dream SMP or whatever. The person themselves are literal kids, and this isn't okay in any way whatsoever. Not only are you making these people extremely uncomfortable, these people just simply don't deserve to have images like this drawn of them. Like, this stuff could literally scar them for the rest of their life if they ended up seeing one of these images. Especially someone as young as Dream's sister Drista or this other kid named Lani. Like, they seriously do not deserve this. Not at all. I also saw another tweet where somebody said, good MCYT stands are canceling Rule 34 for questionable Rule 34 of Drista, Tommy, Lani, and many more underaged MCYT-CCs, and I'm all for it. And let me just say, personally, I hate canceling. I think that it's one of the dumbest things to come out of 2020 and 2021. Sure, people should be held accountable for certain things, but for the most of it, canceling is absolutely stupid. But this right here is something that I could 1,000,000% get behind. These images of these people should not exist for any reason whatsoever. I believe that they need to be taken down immediately, and the people who are making them should be in trouble, like genuinely. Like, doing this is legit just absolutely creepy, weird, and vile. Another user tweeted, can this Rule 34 and Rule 35 quit? They're doing it to Lani Drista. Stop, they are minors. This needs to stop. It's not funny at all. Everyone needs post this all over social media. They are doing it to everyone on the Dream SMP. Stop. Now, I don't even know what Rule 35 is, and to be quite frank with you guys, I don't really want to find out, but I absolutely agree with this person. Of course, it does need to stop immediately. Like, I genuinely don't know what anybody could do to put a stop to this, but something needs to be done. Another tweet reads, people are drawing Ranboo, Tommy, Drista, Lani, Tubbo, and other minors and posting it on social media. This is actually the saddest thing I saw on the internet. Like, they are literally minors, so please spread this and report if you saw one of these pictures. Now, this honestly makes me very, very upset. The people who are tweeting these things out where they're talking about the Rule 34 of all of these Dream SMP members are obviously also kids themselves, and all of these people have most likely seen the images for themselves, and no kid should ever have to see an image like that, especially whenever it's a just absolutely terrible image of all of the people that they look up to. Like, not only is this bad for the people that are getting it drawn of them, but it's also bad for the people who have to see it, especially if they come across the image by an accident or something like that. Someone sends them the image without their permission. Like, just having these images exist at all is already terrible, but there are so many problems that revolve around having these images even exist in the first place. You know, I already thought it was really bad whenever people were out there drawing these images of like people like Jaden Animations or Dream who are full-grown adults, but now seeing that they're doing it to literal kids who are under the age of 18, some even being as young as 13, it just literally makes me sick. Like, I truly do feel bad for Ranboo, Tommy, Drista, Lani, Tubbo, all of these people. I feel absolutely terrible that they have to deal with this, and I feel absolutely terrible for anybody who has stumbled across any of these images at one point in their life. Hopefully these artists realize what they're doing is extremely wrong, even though I feel like it's completely obvious that it is wrong. So I don't know, hopefully these artists just grow some common sense and stop making these pictures. I just really want to see an end to all of this.